let's get into the NBL All-Rookie team, which, Bill Simmons has been thinking about for the last 3 weeks since he said all those shady things about Jalen Green. The rookie team was released. Not a ton of surprises, but here they are. First team, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. Yes, sir, Jalen Green made the team. Evan Mobley and Franz Wagner. Of interest to me is the fact that the top 4 picks from the 2021 draft all made the all-rookie team, it means that this draft was good. It was a good draft. 100% top-heavy, giving great value even kind of like below 3. The lowest drafted player on the team is actually Franz Wagner, who is taken 8th by Orlando. So you're getting Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, and Franz Wagner. Fun stuff. Obviously, Jalen Suggs didn't make the team. Scotty Barnes did. He was taken at 5. So that's interesting stuff. Actually, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8, not 4. And then NBA All-Rookie second team, Ayo Dosunmu, who I think we all kind of figured out would go there. Chris Duarte for the Pacers. Josh Giddey from Oklahoma City. Bones Highland from Denver, number 26. Herb Jones, taken at 35. Second team is fascinating to me. It includes 3 players who were drafted at the end of the first round or well into the second round. Giddey, of course, was drafted 6th overall. You could probably make the case if the OKC wasn't tanking and Giddey played a full season and they wasn't out for some random injury that wasn't real, he could have made all-rookie first team. Like, he could have probably taken over Jalen Green, especially since Jalen Green, a lot of his strengths happened at the tail end of the season. Top draft picks who did not make the all-rookie team. The player probably who has the biggest gripe about not making the NBA all-rookie team is Chris Duarte. He had 13, 4, and 2. Really good early, not so good late, but again, really hard to showcase yourself when your team is basically shutting you down on purpose because they want to get the ping pong balls again. Indy knew very quickly, even though Indiana has been known of just basically succumbing to being mediocre. They're okay with that. They've never liked being in the lottery for some reason. They're not all about the rebuild. The owner has said that on multiple occasions, but they realized this train ain't stopping. So we might as well just lean into it or we're getting smushed. So that's what they had. Also, I think another gripe is probably Trey Mann. He had a great year. He finished 10th in rookie scoring. He had a positive win share on a really bad OKC team. And then Alperen Şengün had a really solid year as well, 10, 5, and 3. We can go through some of the other ones. Jalen Suggs did okay, 12, 8, and 6. The 8's pretty impressive. Jonathan Kuminga, once he finally got on the court, 9, 3, and 1. He's playing in the playoffs right now-ish. Davion Mitchell, 12, 2, and 4 off the bench. Zaire Williams was really good. He had some flashes in the playoffs, 8, 2, and 1. James Bouknight god-awful. He barely even sniffed the floor. He was taken at 11th. Probably the biggest bust of the draft was James Bouknight at 11. He fell like a rock, and he probably should have fell even further. I don't even think James Bouknight should have been a first-round pick, honestly. Gross. Josh Primo, another bust. Very, very much of a reach from San Antonio. He put up 6, 2, and 2. Chris Duarte, like I said, he had 13, 4, and 2. Moses Moody at 14. Corey Kispert at 15. So there's just some other notables that weren't on any team. But the interesting thing to me was how deep this draft was. 25 players averaged 6 points or more per game. 11 had 10 or more points per game. The only non-European player drafted in 2021 who didn't get minutes on his team was this kid Jason Preston out of Ohio, drafted by Orlando, of course, some random spot, and then he ends up getting traded to the Clippers, and then he suffers a season-ending injury, and we'll never hear of him again. We'll never hear this guy's name until, after me saying it now, you'll never hear of it again. So with the 2022 draft rapidly coming up, we're going to be spending a ton of time breaking down these prospects, what teams actually need versus what they say they want, right? Because that's all about, are we going to take the best available? Are you going to take for fit? Are you going to take for upside? Are you going to try to limit risk? All that stuff is something that is there going to be character concerns? Because that's going to come out. Some random Twitter posts from like 2000 and how old are these kids? So like 2010, 12, whatever it is. Like I just want to make sure they're not toddlers when I'm talking about the Twitter dates. It's like, yeah, like 2017. But it is great looking back and seeing what a crazy good draft 2021 was, given that I think a lot of people in advance thought it would be somewhat weak. Hopefully 2022 is better than we think as well. Can't find out until the kids get on the floor.